Life often brings seasons of loss and regret where it feels as if years have been wasted, yet the promise found in God's word is clear. He will restore all the wasted years. This divine assurance can be found in Joel 2:25, where God declares, "I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten." This means that even when it seems like time and opportunities have been taken away by hardship, mistakes, or things we can't control, God can make things right again. To grasp this promise, it's important to reflect on the situation of the Israelites. They experienced a devastating locust invasion that wiped out their harvests and destroyed their means of survival. This disaster came as a consequence of their disobedience to God. Still, in His compassion, the Lord vowed to give back what was lost. His promise extended beyond just restoring physical provisions like crops and income. He also sought to revive their inner lives. God aimed to mend their spirits, draw them near to Him once more, and bless them richly. In your life, lost years can come in many different forms. They might involve time spent chasing ambitions that didn't produce results, relationships that ended in emotional pain, illnesses that stopped you from living freely, or seasons where your faith felt dry and distant from God. These lost years can create a heavy feeling of sorrow, leading to discouragement and despair. But God's assurance to restore is greater than these struggles. He is not bound by time, and His redemptive power is limitless. No matter how much time you think is gone, God has the ability to make all things right. When you place your confidence in Him, He begins a renewal process that goes far beyond what you can envision. One of the main ways God brings restoration is by giving meaning to your suffering. Romans 8:28 tells us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." This reminds us that every situation, even the painful ones, can be used by God. Nothing is wasted. God uses each challenge to mold your character, refine your heart, and prepare you for what lies ahead. Your hardships and trials can be transformed into testimonies of God's goodness and reliability. During hard times, it's easy to feel isolated and burdened. But as you walk with God and witness how He moves in your life, your trust in Him deepens. These moments become opportunities to see His mercy firsthand and to allow Him to turn your pain into a message of hope and restoration. In addition, your personal trials can serve to help others who are going through similar difficulties. When you share how God helped you endure and overcome, your story can uplift others. You become a source of comfort, showing others they're not alone and that God can bring healing to their lives too. Beyond restoring purpose, God also renews your joy and fills you with hope. Psalm 51:12 says, "Restore to me the joy of your salvation and grant me a willing spirit to sustain me." This verse reveals that when we turn to God during our low moments, He gives us a joy that is not based on what we see or feel, but rooted in the truth of His love. Even when you are weary and troubled by your past, God's joy lifts your spirit. It's not a fleeting emotion but a deep assurance that you are cherished by God and that He has a wonderful plan for your future. The joy God provides gives you the strength to move forward with confidence. It helps you release guilt and regret from the past and look ahead with hopeful expectation. When your joy is restored, your sense of hope also grows. You start to notice open doors where there used to be dead ends. You begin to believe again that your life holds promise, and that God will lead you into His best. This renewed hope becomes your motivation. It stirs your heart and encourages you to chase the dreams and calling that God has placed within you. God's way of restoring lost years includes opening new opportunities and pouring out fresh blessings. Isaiah 43:19 declares, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." This reminds us that even in the most desolate areas of our lives, God can create something vibrant and life-giving. He opens doors that once seemed shut forever and brings blessings that exceed your wildest expectations. When it feels like you've missed too much or that your time is gone, discouragement can creep in. But God is always working behind the scenes. He brings life to the barren places in your journey and transforms them into places of growth and fulfillment. These moments are evidence of His favor and His power to do the impossible. God's new beginnings often arrive in surprising ways. He may open up a new job, guide you into a new relationship, or present you with a fresh start in a place you didn't expect. These moments reveal God's love and remind you that He has never forgotten you. He wants you to flourish and fulfill your purpose. These fresh starts also help you deepen your faith. As you step forward into these God-given opportunities, you learn to rely on Him more. You trust Him to walk with you, provide for you, and help you grow through every new season. Moreover, when God restores, He does so completely. His restoration affects every part of your life. He doesn't just fix one piece, He heals the whole person. Your heart, your mind, your health, your relationships, every area is touched by His grace. Where there was once heartache, He brings peace. Where there was chaos, He brings understanding. As you give God control over your past, He starts a transformation within you that changes everything. This restoration doesn't only alter your circumstances, it reshapes who you are. It's a full, deep healing that reveals His desire for you to live with purpose and abundance. God mends emotional wounds. He brings peace to those hidden hurts and helps you forgive and move forward. This healing unlocks a new level of joy and freedom in your life. He restores your relationships. He brings reconciliation, helps repair broken connections, and fosters love and unity in your family and community. You grow together, support one another, and reflect God's love to the world. He renews your physical strength. God brings healing where there is weakness. He revives your body and gives you the energy you need to live with purpose. And He renews your thinking. He helps you release negative patterns and adopt a hopeful mindset. Your thoughts begin to align with truth, giving you clear direction and renewed focus to chase after the dreams He's given you. It's crucial to remember that God's timing is always right. Though we may wish for instant change, God knows the perfect moment to restore. Waiting on Him builds your trust and teaches you to rest in His presence. These seasons of waiting are not wasted, they're rich with growth and preparation. During this time, God strengthens your faith and reshapes your heart so that you are ready for what's coming. You learn to depend on Him more fully. You begin to see His work in everyday life. Waiting becomes a sacred space where your relationship with God deepens. And when the moment of restoration comes, it will be greater than anything you imagined. The process of waiting will have prepared you to walk in His blessings with wisdom and strength. You'll be ready to embrace the fullness of His promises. Ultimately, the restoration of lost years is a powerful reflection of God's mercy and love. He takes joy in turning sorrow into gladness, as Psalm 30:11-12 says, "You turned my wailing into dancing, you removed my sackcloth, and clothed me with joy, that my heart may sing your praises and not be silent." When God restores, He goes above and beyond. He fills your life with joy, gives you a thankful heart, and a testimony to share with the world. No matter how much time seems lost, God's promise stands, He will restore it. His restoration brings beauty from brokenness, strength from struggle, and open doors where there were none. As you trust in His perfect timing and surrender your story to Him, He will faithfully make all things new. His love knows no limits, and His redemption has no end. With God, your best is yet to come, and your lost years will shine as proof of His amazing grace.